I'm here for Nyx's final session. I want to really work more on the mat work with her, and then I'm also going to try and do more of the loose leash walking behavior with her as well. So last week she didn't have as much enthusiasm as she normally does. This week she seems like she has a little bit more get up and go, so hopefully we'll have more enthusiasm to do the mat behavior. We're going to be working in this room instead of the other room, so it'll look different. It'll be a different mat. It'll be this mat instead of the Corona bed that we had in the other room. So I'm going to try and warm her up with just building that association with the mat, and then we'll see what we get from there. All right. Be prepared to be amazed. You ready, Nyx? Oh, sweet girl. Oh my gosh. Hey. Oh, you smell so good. You smell really good. Do you know that? You smell so good. No, I'm not going to pet you when you're jumping on me, though. That's a no-go. That is a no-go. Here's your water should you need some. Okay, get over it. Come on. Whoa, she's going crazy. Okay. So this is the mat we want her to settle on. I've intentionally put it up against a counter because the counter is going to serve as a kind of like a backboard in case I overthrow the treat. And it'll ricochet off of the countertop and go back onto the mat. So I'm going to go back to tossing the treat on the mat 10 times, and the 11th time refraining from tossing it to see if she'll go on the mat herself. The whole time that I'm doing this, I'm going to try my best to keep at least an arm's length distance or more than an arm's length distance, I should say, from the mat. All right, so the whole goal is for her to send to it. Okay, ready? Yes. And she has to come off of it. There we go. Yes. 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 Oh, that one bounced away. Yes. Still gonna yes for that. Yes. Yes. Do it one more time. Yes. Good job. So this time I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to look like I threw it, but I didn't actually throw it. Yes. And she went to go and look for it. That's great. That's exactly what we want. When she does go to it, we're going to walk up to it and continue to treat her for that decision. And then we're also going to say the words free. This time, I'm going to throw a treat 9 times, and the 10th time I'm going to wait to see if she gets it. Oops, that one was too hard. Yes, but you went on the mat anyway. That's good. So, free. Yes. Come on, let's go. Next. Come on. Good job. Yes. Yes. can actually throw it. Yes, good girl. And she did it. And then we're going to continuously treat that decision. Yes, good job. Yes. And we're going to say free. Free next. Good. This time I'm going to accelerate her here. I'm going to toss it 5 times. Yes. 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 So this time I'm not going to actually throw it. It's going to look like I'm throwing it. Yes. Yes, and tutor, walk up to the mat and continuously reinforce. And then you're going to say free. Free, free, free. So this time I'm going to toss it 3 times, and the 4th time I'm going to withhold it. Yes. 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 So I'm going to withhold this one. Yes, good girl. Free. This time I'm just going to toss 1 treat on, and then the next time I'm going to fake it. Toss 1. Yes. She comes off. Next. Yes. Good. I like that she's turning around and looking at me too. An expectation of a reward, like she knows that she did what I wanted her to do. Great. Good. So this time I'm just gonna give her a hand signal. I'm not gonna toss it at all. She knows. Yes, good job. So after this one, I'm gonna add another step to this. I'm gonna cue her to lay down on the mat. Free. Ready? Next. Ready? Yes. Okay, and then I'm gonna lower her into the down. Because her body's curled, me going straight down isn't working as well. So I'm going to try and curl her nose in that way, and that should make her collapse. Almost. Yes, good job, Nyx. And free. Ready? Yes. And then lower her into that down. word is going to be place. Place. Yes. So now she's starting to offer it. I'm going to lower her into that down again. Yes, good girl. Free. Nyx. Nyx, come here. Come on. Ready? Nyx, place. Yes. Now lower into the down again. Yes, good girl. Nice work. And free. Nice. Nyx, place. Yes, good job. Now lower it down again. Okay. Yes, good girl. Free. And release her. Ready, Nyx? Ready, place. Yes. So this time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to wait her out to see if she lays down on her own. So all I'm going to do is just stare in between her front paws. Yes, good girl. And I'm going to reinforce that decision. Free. And the reason why she laid down on her own could be because I've asked her to lay down on that mat 6 times before this, or she was tired and she just decided to settle on her own. Either way, I'm going to really make sure that I reward that decision that she made, because the whole idea behind this mat settle is I say Nyx, place, she goes to the mat, lays down and stays there until I release her. Nyx. Place. So now I'm going to have the same expectation of her. She has to lay down every time. Yes. And as she starts to understand it, she'll start to do it faster and faster. Can you get it? Yes, look. Free. And then when she gets really good at running to that and laying down, then I can start to add more distractions and distance to it. I'm going to give her a little bit of a break here. Let's see how much time we have left. Let's see, 15 minutes. It's good. Good girl, Nyx. She's still pretty subdued today. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Did I get you excited? Ready? This work. This work. Ready? Nyx, ready? Place. What else do you do? What else? What else? Yes, good girl. Good job, Nyx. And free. Good girl, Nyx. You ready? You ready? You ready? Here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what she did, baby? Oh. You ready to go? You ready to go? You ready? You ready to go? Let's get excited. Get excited about learning. Woo. Come on, Nyx, let's go. Whoa, oh, here she is. There she is. There she is. Ready? Next. Ready? Place. Yeah. What else? What else do you do? What else? What else do you do? What else? What else? What else? It's not that. No, it's not that. It's not that. No. What else you do? Yes, ma'am. Good girl. You did it. You did it. Good girl. Yeah. Good job. Ready? Free. Woohoo. Woo. The attention gets her really amped. Yes, good girl. You did it. Good girl. Nice. If you just did that all by yourself. So I'm going to really reward her for it. Good girl. And free. Nice. You ready? Ready? Place. Yes, good girl. Nice job, Nyx. Oh, you did so good. You did so good with that. Yeah. You did so good. Yeah. Gotta be careful giving her attention like this though, because when I get up, I bet she's gonna want to spring up and leave. Free. Good girl. You ready? Ready, place. Uh-oh. Lost her. Place. Yes, good girl. Nice. So now I'm going to try and build up her duration with this, because now she's going to the mat and laying down immediately. So she's mastered that. The way I'm going to build up duration is by standing right in front of her and just counting in my head to 2 seconds before I reinforce. So 1, 2, yes. 1, 2, yes. 1, 2, yes. And then I free. I release her. Good girl. So we'll do it again. Ready, Nyx? Ready, place. All the way down. All the way. Yes, good girl. So I go up to her and I count in my head. 1, 2, yes. And treat. 1, 2, yes. And treat. Yes, and treat. Yes, and treat. Yes, and treat. And free. Free. Nyx. Free. Free. So now I'm going to start to build up the duration to even more than 2 seconds. We're going to try and do it for 5 seconds now. I'm going to give her a little bit of a break. You're doing great. We're going to do one more set of these and then we'll start to work some on healing. you hear something? Are you ready? This is gonna be our last one. Ready, Nick? Come here. Ready? Ready, ready, ready? Please. Yes, good girl. So now remember, we're going to count to 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, good girl. And free. Free, free, free. So let's move on to working with loose leash walking and heel work. I'm going to do more heel work than loose leash walking. I think she has loose leash walking down pat. When she feels the leash pressure, she knows to pop her head around and look at you. And then I hope that you're reinforcing her every time she does that. Let me get rid of this mat so that she doesn't start to offer mat settles and me not be able to capture it. Come on, what do you think? Caught you. Oh, she gave up. So remember, the way that we keep dogs at our side is by cueing lots of watches. I'm going to mix up my food here and try and give her some peanut butter. Nyx, do you like peanut butter? Do you like it or not? I can't tell. No? I don't think she likes it. That's strange. Okay. So we're just going to use my treats then. If you have soft treats, it works better than if you have harder treats, because with the soft treats, we can let them nibble little bits off at a time. Are you happy? Are you happy, dog? So dogs traditionally want to, or are asked to heel on the person's left leg. So that's what I'm going to work with her. When we are organizing our hands and our treats, we want our hand that is not on the same side as the dog to hold the leash. So we want our right hand to hold the leash and the left hand to hold the treats. If our dog is out in front of us, like they are when they're pulling, we would want to lure them back behind our left leg with the food, steer them in, and yes, entreat them for being in that position. From here, we want to cue lots of watches, watch, to keep them by our side with this loose leash. Yes, good job. Watch. Yes. Watch. Yes, good girl. If she were to pull out in front of me, I would just stop and lure her back behind my left leg again to reset. Next. Yes, good girl. Yes. So from here, we're going to cue a watch. Yes, good girl. Watch. Yes, good girl. Oops. Watch. Uh-oh. Watch. Yes. Ready? Watch. Yes, good girl. So when we're doing this activity, we really need to bring out the high value food rewards. Since she is really distracted by her outside environment, she's definitely going to need a reinforcer that's going to keep her more grounded with you and more motivated to stick with you instead of all those smells. Again, this is different than loose leash walking. In loose leash walking, the dog's able to move forward if the leash is loose. With heeling, the dog's supposed to stay by your leg all the time. I'm going to demo the loose leash walking behavior again. Okay, so with loose leash walking, dog is smelling in the environment and we want the dog to not pull us to that smell. So when the dog turns around and looks at us, when they make the leash pressure, we yes entreat them for it. So she's pulling, she turns around, yes entreat. And so long as that leash is loose, we want to let her go and smell the things she was trying to smell in the first place. Because the whole point of a walk is to let them smell things that they want to smell. So I'm going to do the healing one more time. Nyx. So cue a watch. Nyx. Woo. Yes. Yes, and treat. Ready, Nyx? Okay, Nyx. Watch. Watch. Yes, good girl. The healing, they're supposed to be right by your leg. They're not supposed to be in front or behind. They're supposed to be right by your leg. I think she's done for the day. She's taking a water break. If you want to do more sessions with me, you can. It just has to be through Love Them, Train Them, the company that I train for. It can't be through Canine Country Club. I think I emailed you about that, but we offer group classes and also private lessons. So if you're interested in doing that, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.